Guys! Stop saying you're confused. Stop saying you're confused. You can do better than that, okay? You can do better than that. In this episode today of Aussie English, I'm going to teach you more than 20 ways to say that you are confused. Adjectives and expressions. And if you hang around until the very end, I'm going to teach you 5 Australian slang terms that may leave you confused. G'day guys, I'm Pete and welcome back to my channel Aussie English, the #1 place for anyone wanting to build their confidence, speak English fluently and take their English to the next level. Okay, so today we have a bunch of good vocab to use instead of saying the word confused. And if you want to see these in use, quite a lot of these were used in the recent podcast episode that I have down below, linked down below, to pick someone's brains. So click that link after this video and go and check out that Advanced English podcast to take your English to the next level. And lastly, before we get into it, smash that subscribe button and the bell notification if you want to stay up to date with all of the new videos. Anyway, let's get into it. Alright, #1, baffled. Baffled. Try saying these with me as well. Practice your pronunciation. Baffled. Baffled. His behaviour has always baffled me. #2, befuddled. Befuddled. That sounds like a funny one. Befuddled. I was in a befuddled state this morning and I lost my phone. Befuddled. #3, bewildered. Bewildered. He had a bewildered look on his face. Bewildered. #4, and this is an awesome one, guys. This is awesome. It's not very common, but it sounds great. Discombobulated. Discombobulated. Say that with me. Discombobulated. Discombobulated. The kid's bike fell apart when he was riding it, and now he's incredibly discombobulated. #5, flummoxed. Flummoxed. The student was flummoxed that he failed his exam. #6, mixed up. Mixed up, right? If you mix something like this, you mix it completely, you mix it up. And if it's all mixed up, I guess it's confused, right? Mixed up. I rang him by accident, but I was mixed up. Meant to call someone else. #7, muddled. You could even say muddled up, right? Sort of like mixed up. Muddled. Muddled. Not like a muggle from Harry Potter. Muddled. My photo album is a little muddled at the moment. It's a bit messy. It's a bit confused. #8, perplexed. Perplexed. The dog lost his bone and now he's perplexed. Perplexed. #9, puzzled. Puzzled. That question had her puzzled. Puzzled. #10, stumped. 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 The investigator was stumped. Thrown. Thrown. I guess that's sort of thrown, but if you were thrown off something, it's like you don't know, right? You're confused. Thrown. When he heard the news, he was completely thrown. Alright guys, let's take a little pause. So I've got a challenge for you guys. I want you to hit pause on the video and I want you to go down into the comments section and write a comment or two using some of these perplexing, discombobulating phrases instead of using the word confused, okay? So take a second to do that and I'll see you in a minute. Alright, welcome back. So now let's go through a bunch of different expressions for saying that you're confused, okay? #1, to be at a loss. At a loss. At a loss. She became popular, but she was at a loss to know why. At a loss. #2, can't get your head around something. So if you get your head around something, it means you understand it And if you can't get your head around something, it means that you're, confused. You don't understand it. I can't get my head around why he would say that. Number 3, to go in circles. To go in circles, right? Imagine you're driving, you keep going around and around and around, you're obviously pretty confused. To go around in circles. So the investigators were chasing the criminal, but they couldn't find him. They kept going around in circles. Number 4, to have your wires crossed. To have your wires crossed. I think you've got your wires crossed, buddy. My name's Pete, not Jeff. Number 5, and here's a 2 for 1, okay? You get 2 for the price of 1. To be in a fog or to be in a haze. So you can imagine if you are in a fog or a haze, you can't see very well, so you're pretty confused, right? In a fog, in a haze. He woke up this morning in a fog. Or you could say, he woke up this morning in a haze. Number 6, to look like a stunned mullet. To look, this is a good Australian one, like a stunned mullet. A mullet is a fish, and if you stun the mullet, you've hit it, right? If you can imagine pulling it out of the water, and you've smacked it with your rod or, some instrument, and it's now really confused, right? You've stunned the mullet. So you look like a stunned mullet, you look confused. Don't just sit there, mate, looking like a stunned mullet. Number 7, my head is spinning. My head is spinning. When he dumped his girlfriend, her head was spinning. I don't understand why. Number 8, to not have a clue. To not have a clue. If you have a clue, it's like you have a hint. You have some information as to what, is the problem or is the very thing that you're trying to discover. So if you don't have a clue, you don't know, right? You're confused. You don't have a clue. I don't have a clue what's going on. Number 9, to not have the foggiest idea. I don't have the foggiest idea about what's going on. To not have the foggiest idea. And number 10, to not be able to make head or tail of something. You might also hear this as to not be able to make heads or tails of something. So it's like you're trying to look at something and you can't tell which way up or down the thing is. It's really confusing, right? I can't make heads or tails of this. She can't make heads or tails of this image. Really confusing. Alright guys, you've made it to the end of the video. Well done. Now I want to teach you, as promised at the start, 5 different Australian slang terms that may leave you going in circles. It might leave you in a fog, okay? So let's go through these. Number 1, Australians always do this. We always say yeah, nah. Yeah, nah, right? Yes, no. It's kind of confusing because we've said both. The trick is that it is the second one that we've said that is the meaning, right? Yeah, nah means no. We say yes at the start to accept, to show that we understand what's being asked or said, and then nah to show that we disagree, okay? Or that we don't want it. For example, did you want to go to the movies tonight? Yeah, nah, I don't have the foggiest idea what's on at the moment. Alright, number 2, to chuck a Yui, right? This one can be a little perplexing. To chuck a Yui. It just means to do a U-turn in your car, right? If you're driving along and you want to do a U-turn, 180 degrees, you chuck a Yui. You chuck a Yui. Chuck a Yui here, mate, or you'll end up lost and you won't have a clue where you are. Number 3, she'll be right. She? What? She'll be right. She will be right. She will be all right, okay? The pronoun she is often used informally in Australian English to mean it. So if someone says she'll be right, they mean it'll be all right. It'll be okay. Don't worry, mate. She'll be right. So for example, you might be a little discombobulated now, but don't worry, tomorrow she'll be right. Number 4, to carry on like a pork chop. Talk about a discombobulating phrase. To carry on like a pork chop. The hell does that mean? If you carry on like a pork chop, it means you behave foolishly. To make a fuss about something, to complain about something and to rant, right? To talk on and on and on. To carry on like a pork chop. I don't know why we say pork chop. That's really puzzling. So for example, every time my dad gets his wires crossed, he starts carrying on like a pork chop. Alright guys, and number 5, the very last one today, to have a few kangaroos loose in the top paddock. To have a few kangaroos loose, hopping around, in the top paddock. This means to be crazy, to not quite be there, right? To not quite be right. To have a few kangaroos loose in the top paddock. So for example, I haven't got the foggiest idea what this guy's on about. I think he's got a few kangaroos loose in the top paddock. Alright guys, thanks again for joining me. I hope you liked this video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs down if you didn't. Don't forget guys, hit that subscribe button and the bell notification button if you would like to stay up to date with all the new videos coming out. And if you want to hear some of these expressions being used by a native speaker in a natural way, go down into the description and click on the link to listen to my podcast, the Aussie English podcast. This is the best way to learn advanced English anywhere, anytime, especially on your commute, right? So don't just sit there discombobulated, practice your English and listen to my podcast. Anyway, I wish you all the best and I'll see you soon. Peace.